Right, the NWSL slash Liga MX Summer Cup. Now, for those of you who don't know what it is, I'll just put a link in the description about it because I'm not going to discuss it here. But instead, let's just go straight in. Now, whilst typing up an article comparing the differences between the NWSL and FAWSL, and that's not going to come out anytime soon. Don't expect it soon. I came across this NWSL Liga MX Summer Cup. Actually, I didn't come across it recently. I came across it about sometime in July, August. About like, and one feature that irked me was that the four group winners qualifying for the semi final, thus one group winner not qualifying. You see, how they've done it is that they've had five groups of four teams in which the best four group winners qualify for the semi-finals. Now, I guess they wanted to be different because as we've seen at other tournaments where the group winners and best runners-up qualify, or the feature which we've seen at the Euros since 2016, the group winners and group runners-up qualify along with the best four third-place sides qualifying for the next round. I think in practice, having the four best group winners qualifying for the next round, it just doesn't work, honestly. Like, and it was a shame to see Utah Royals miss out on a place for the next round despite finishing top of their group. Although I've seen some people say that the current format adds to jeopardy, and so we'll have teams looking around other groups to see what they need, like to up their goal difference. What are your thoughts on that? Now, here's what I would propose. I'd keep the format as it is, but have all of the group winners plus the best three runners-up qualifying for the quarterfinals, or do them in four groups of five, where the top two from each group qualify for the quarterfinals. I believe that would be so much better than the strange system where a group winner doesn't qualify. Another issue, which I found, and a lot of fans commented about this online, is that not one NWSL side went to Mexico, although all Mexican sides played their games in the US. And that doesn't make any sense to me. In fact, well, most Mexican sides played their games in the US, with the exception of one fixture, which was played in Mexico. Now, wouldn't it have made sense for the NWSL to play some of their games in Mexico so as to expand their fan base in Mexico? Well, not to expand their fan base, but to grow their fan base in Mexico, rather. Like, imagine the Champions League where English clubs only played in England. Like, that wouldn't make any sense at all. Right, one more thing. Get rid of group stage penalty shootouts. Now, I'm aware this feature we saw first at the Scottish League Cup back in 2016 and has since been adopted in other cup tournaments. But can't teams go home after a draw? Why do group stage draws need to be settled by penalties? I don't get it. Like, and in this format, 2 points are awarded for a draw. Well, 1 point is awarded for a draw, 2 points be awarded for a draw. That doesn't make any sense. I think that used to be the case ages ago. But anyway, so 2 points are awarded for a win in this instance. Like, you have 1 point for the draw and another point for winning a penalty shootout. Like, what are your thoughts on that? I don't see the point in group stage penalty shootouts. Like, if you draw, like, yeah, just draw the game. You don't have to like decide it on penalties or whatever. Like, For me, I just think that's quite strange, really. But there we go. And don't get any ideas, FIFA. Although that was actually an option when FIFA were deciding how to have a 48 team World Cup, because they're actually discussing 16 groups of 3, but thankfully common sense prevailed and it went to 12 groups of 4 instead. But I went off on a tangent, so I'll draw it back to this point about the NWSL / Liga MX Summer Cup. What are your thoughts on the tournament format as a whole? Do you like it? Do you not like it? What would you change, if anything at all? So yeah, those are just my 2 cents on this tournament. But I'd like to know your thoughts.